Cohen, great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Won by Brooklyn. Curling inside. Doesn't have the touch. No good. A pass stolen by the Nets. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Indiana with the basketball. And scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Gets to the basket and scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Brogdon to Turner. Here comes the screen. Jared Allen rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
5 to shoot for Indiana. From the painted area, won't go down. Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads a bucket. Shot clock winding down. Malcolm Brogdon sends it away. Oladipo to Brogdon. To Oladipo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Shot misses there by Allen.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Malcolm Brogdon has got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line. And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down a point. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Brogdon to Turner. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 3. Rebound cleared by the Pacers. To Oladipo. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Nets have it. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Oladipo into the front court. Up by 3. For 3. Offensive board. Turner kicks it around the perimeter. Fires the 3. Not going down here. The follow won't go either. And scores. Strong take.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Jared Allen swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nets have the basketball. He was hacked. They let it go. The follow won't go either.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
He throws it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Brogdon. To Oladipo. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Temple matched up with Warren. Shot from the lane won't go. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 3 for 4. Good start.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Brooklyn's got it. LeVert, defended by Warren. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Knocks it down off the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oladipo into the front court. It's 14-12. To Brogdon. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Pacers with the possession. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Able to convert inside.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
To Brogdon. Going to launch beyond the arc. Malcolm Brogdon is going to get a chance at three here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one goes down. Second to three. Got it. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Brooklyn with the basketball. Pacers have it. Nothing going here on that drive. To Oladipo. Cruises inside for 2. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Oladipo. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a net. Victor Oladipo. That's how you defend. Oh, he missed a short one there. Another follow. Stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Has a look. Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Pacers control. Oladipo. Has a chance. Oladipo shot misses. Deep left corner from long range. And the rebound brought down by Temple. Pacers come up with it. Miles Turner slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Down low to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Missed his first. That one goes.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Indiana basketball. Oladipo. Goes to the left side. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Pacers have it. McConnell. Fires the three. Not getting the bounce. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oladipo into the front court. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Ah, the monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
And look out.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
McConnell. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter in the books with the Nets in front. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Hey, you got the screen right.
To Oladipo. Lets it fly from long range. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. McConnell. Got to get that one to go. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Screen coming to Oladipo. For 3. And the rebound taken in by Jordan. Turns and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
DeAndre Jordan pins it. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Dinwiddie. Draws the contact, and Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Indiana with the basketball. Oh, I thought that was a dunk. Easy.
Not too many times you see a poster for the defender, but that was brilliant.
To Jordan. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. LeVert guarded by Reed. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's now 5 for 6.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that pick is coming again later.
New blood coming in for both sides. To Brogdon. For 3. Won't go for Brogdon. Had a hand in his face.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And counted at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Dinwiddie into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Miles Turner, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Turner. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Now to Jordan, down low. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Knocked loose. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Brogdon. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Brooklyn's ball. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Turner. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Screen coming. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Brogdon. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Brogdon. Slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Dinwiddie, defended by Warren. Oh, emphatic slam.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Up 6. Here comes the screen. LeVert guarded by T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Big finish at the rim.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Harris, defended by Warren. T.J. blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Short jumper stays out to Brogdon. Missed a wide open look. To Dinwiddie, going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Pacers with the possession. Here comes the screen. Can't connect. To Dinwiddie. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Nothing going here on that drive. To Brogdon. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Finish that. Gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Dinwiddie.
Shoot it.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot from long range. Not that time. Pacers control to Brogdon. Here comes the screen to Brogdon. Curling inside. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
T.J. Warren, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Up by 6. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The lead stands at 9. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It's Indiana basketball. To Turner. The pass set it all up.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Can't connect from inside. Lays it up and in. Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Substitution being made in this one. To Brogdon. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
T.J. Warren at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try at the line, no good. Misses the second as well. Dinwiddie into the front court. It's an 11-point game. And finishes strong. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. The shot almost. And the finish at the rim. That's it for the first half. The Nets have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Pacers are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers.
Team track. Bench points.
The Indiana Pacers were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Indiana with the basketball. Brogdon to Oladipo. Surveys the floor. Oladipo.
Double team. Here we go.
To Brogdon. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Oladipo into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Rebound taken in by the Nets. To Dinwiddie. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7, because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Fires the 3. That no good, off the mark. LeVert picked up by T.J. Warren. Miles Turner able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Not that time. He misses. Brogdon. That's rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead.
Screen come on the left.
Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Watch out, watch out.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Has a look. Oladipo's shot no good. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Up a dozen. For 3. Can't get the bounce. To Oladipo. To Turner. Gets a shot up off the mark. Dinwiddie into the front court. Lead is 12. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oladipo, not that time. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys leading by 14. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Brogdon. Deep right corner. To Brogdon. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Brogdon calls out of bounds. Last touch by Malcolm Brogdon. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. LeVert picked up by T.J. Warren. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Won't go. To Oladipo. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Miles Turner sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Brogdon to Oladipo. Here's a chance from long range. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Joe Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Missed the foul shot. Pacers with the possession. Brogdon. Five to shoot for Indiana. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Turner. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Brogdon. Swings it. Knocked loose. Turner. Got it.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Pacers control. Oladipo. Screen coming. DeAndre knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Tough make through traffic.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. McConnell to Turner. Off the assist.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when you're there.
Nets have it. Sizing up the defense to Dinwiddie. Five on the shot clock. For three. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
McConnell. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes. Oh.
Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
McConnell to Turner. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Nets have the basketball. Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Here comes the screen. Cashes in for two.
Hold on.
17-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Nets so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Here comes the screen. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
On the pass, stolen by Indiana.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Victor Oladipo with the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Defender was right there. He has to know better.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Jared Allen with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here comes the screen. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for Brooklyn, number 2, Torian.
That's me, I got it. Yeah, I got ball.
And a nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Won't go down. Brooklyn's got it. The drive, right to the basket. Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Miles Turner rejects it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets it in the left corner. Brogdon. Here comes the screen. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Brogdon. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Malcolm Brogdon. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Brooklyn with the basketball. Count the basket inside.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Turner. Nice pass to get things going.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Deep left corner. Brogdon to Turner. Knocked loose. To Turner. Jared Allen sends it away. And that one out of bounds off the net. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. To Brogdon. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Brogdon. Short jumper stays out.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball.
Temple guarded by T.J. Warren. And the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
New blood coming in for both sides. To Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hey, screen.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Oladipo. And he finishes at the rim.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better, was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Screen coming. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. From long range. Won't go down. And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Dinwiddie. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. And the finish. Slam dunk.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Dinwiddie. Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal. Count the bucket for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Miles Turner.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 17,
Domantas Sabonis pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense.
Good trap, good trap.
Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Oladipo. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Has a chance. Won't go. Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Jared Allen. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Screen coming. It goes down.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted 2nd round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Brooklyn's ball. To Dinwiddie. And count the basket inside. To Turner. Nice pass to set things up.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Miles Turner with a piece. 8 now.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Oladipo. Miles Turner slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Knocked loose, picked up by the Nets. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Rises for the slam. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
This team did everything they could do to secure the win. Great job by both the players and the coaching staff.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The Pacers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.